Sometimes the deepest wounds are left by the people who once promised to protect your heart forever. The beautiful married life of Kim Tae-han and Min Wai-yeon that bring cozy and romantic vibes that made fall everyone in love with the couple. 3 years of marriage, 3 years of waking up beside the man she loved more than life itself. Kim Tae-hong wasn't just her husband, he was her safest place. Every morning he would wrap his arms around her waist from behind, kiss her forehead, and whisper, "Good morning, my beautiful wife." He never let her carry grocery bags, he never forget anniversaries. He called her during lunch breaks just to ask if she had eaten. Whenever she fell asleep on the couch, he carried her to bed like she weighed nothing. Their friends often joked, "You two are the definition of soulmates." And honestly, Ryan believed it too. But there is a common thing in human beings that they can't stay always same. As like the days turned into weeks, Ryan started noticing small changes in his behavior. He started coming home late, ignoring her calls, and having dinner outside. A man who couldn't go 5 minutes without texting her now was avoiding her. Ryan was waiting for him with beautifully prepared dinner seats unturned on the dining table. Ryan looks at her phone and dials his number for the sixth time. The call rings. No answer. She tries again. Still no answer. A few minutes later, she sends him a message. "Taehong, have you eaten anything? I'm waiting for you. Please drive safely." The message is delivered but never opened. Hours later, the apartment door finally opens. It's almost 2 in the morning. Ryan rushed toward him with relief. "You are finally home. I was so worried. I made your favorite dinner. I'll heat it up." Without meeting her eyes, Taehong walks past her. Taehong said coldly, "I'm not hungry." He disappears in the bedroom, leaving Ryan standing alone in the dark dining room. Her smile slowly fades as she stares at the untouched food. Ryan whispering to her, "It's okay, he's just tired." But deep inside, for the first time since their marriage, she felt something she had never felt before. Not anger, not jealousy, fear. The terrifying fear that the man she loved was slowly becoming a stranger. Taehong put his phone on the dining table. A new message appears on the screen by naming Sarah. "I miss you already. See you tomorrow." Before Ryan can walk into the room, Taehong quickly picks up the phone and locks the screen. One rainy evening, Ryan nervously held a pregnancy test in trembling hands. Two pink lines, positive. Her eyes instantly filled with tears. She laughed and cried at the same time. She imagined Taehyung's face. He always said, "I can't wait to become a father." She bought teeny baby shoes, wrapped them inside a gift box, placed the pregnancy test beside them. She wanted tonight to become the happiest memory of their lives. But Taehong never came home. His phone remained unanswered. 11 p.m., 12 a.m., 1 a.m. Finally, the front door opened. His white shirt smelled of expensive perfume. Not us. He looked exhausted, almost guilty. Taehong said coldly, "You waited?" Ryan forced a smile. "I wanted to surprise you." She handed him the small gift box. He slowly opened it. The tiny shoes, the pregnancy test. For a second, his eyes widened. She expected tears, a hug, excitement. Instead, he quietly closed the box. Taehong said, "Congratulations." Just one word, no smile, no happiness, nothing. That night, for the first time in 3 years, he slept with his back facing her. Days slowly turned into weeks. Everything changed. The loving husband who once couldn't stay away from her started coming home after midnight. He stopped eating dinner with her, stopped asking about the baby, stopped saying I love you. His phone was locked. Whenever she entered the room, he immediately hid the steam. Vian kept convincing herself he must be stressed from work until one afternoon. She went to his office with homemade lunch. The receptionist looked confused. Mr. Kim left 2 hours ago. With whom? Receptionist hesitated. A woman. Vian's heart dropped. She followed the address the receptionist unknowingly mentioned. A luxury hotel. As she entered the lobby, she froze. There, standing near the elevator, was Taehong holding another woman's hand. Seo Sara, his first love, the woman he once told Vian, she is part of my past. Sara leaned against him, laughing comfortably, like she belonged there. Vian's lunchbox slipped from her hands. The sound echoed across the silent lobby. Taehong slowly turned, their eyes met for several seconds. Nobody moved. Then Sara smiled almost victoriously. That night, when Taehong arrives home, Vian finally asked the question she feared most. Were you cheating on me? Silence. Again. Then Taehong said yes. One word, one answer, one heartbeat. That shattered an entire marriage. Tears streamed down her face. Vian asked, why? Taehong closed his eyes. I never stopped loving Sara. Vian stared at him in disbelief. What about us? What about our baby? His voice remained painfully calm. I tried to forget her. I thought marrying you would help. But when she came back, my feelings returned. Those words destroyed something inside Vian that could never be repaired. The next morning, Taehong packed his suitcase. Vian stood silently by the bedroom, one hand resting protectively over her growing baby pump. He didn't even look at it, didn't say goodbye, didn't apologize. The front door closed, and so did the happiest chapter of her life. Months passed. Vian quietly rebuilt herself. She attended every doctor's appointment alone. She cried herself to sleep countless nights. But every time she felt like giving up, she turned her baby pump and said, I'm all you have now, and you are all I need. She slowly became stronger, not because life became easier, but because her baby deserved a mother who never stopped fighting. Meanwhile, Taehong believed he had chosen happiness. Sara welcomed him with expensive restaurants, luxury vacations, designer clothes. She constantly talked about investments, business opportunities, and new apartments. She convinced him, if we are going to build a future together, you need to trust me. Blinded by love, he transferred money again, and again. He even sold the apartment he once shared with Vian, emptied his savings, invested everything under Sara's guidance, and every penny got lost by him. Until one morning, he woke up to complete silence. Sara was gone, her phone disconnected, her apartment empty, bank accounts drained. The investment company was a fake. She had planned everything from the beginning. Even returning to him, he was not the love of her life. He was simply the easiest target. Within weeks, Taehong lost everything. His business collapsed, his friends disappeared, debt collectors constantly knocked on his door. The luxury car was repossessed, the expensive apartments vanished. Even the watch Vian once gifted him had to be sold just to buy food. For the first time in years, he stood completely alone. Only then he did realize the woman who truly loved him never wanted his money, she only wanted him. Years later, he sees Ryan happily raising their child alone and realizes what he lost. One cold winter afternoon, he accidentally saw Ryan again. She was sitting in a park. Their little daughter laughed while chasing pigeons. Her tiny hands reached towards the sky. Ryan laughed with her, the same beautiful smile he hadn't seen in years. His heart broke. That happiness used to belong to him. The little girl noticed him and said, Mama, who is that uncle? Uncle, not daddy. One single word felt heavier than every debt he carried. Tears quietly rolled down his face. He wanted to run toward them, to apologize, to explain. But he knew some mistakes don't deserve forgiveness. Vian gently picked up her daughter without anger, without hatred. She simply walked away. Not because she still loved him, but because she had finally learned some people belong in your memories, not your future. Taehong remained standing alone in the falling snow, watching the family he had destroyed disappear into the distance. He finally understood he didn't lose Vayan because Sarah returned. He lost Vayan. The moment he stopped valuing the woman who chose him when she had every reason not to. And by the time he realized that, it was already too late. Sometimes life doesn't punish you immediately. It patiently waits until you have lost everything you once took for granted. As for Tehong, he learned the lesson that you never value a thing until you lost it. Vayan gets stronger than before and started a happy life with her little child. If you like this story, then like, comment and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get notified for more exciting stories. Bye bye.